think
so.
Like pretty good.
Let me just check. We'll do a quick little.
All right.
That's right. For day 8, we had a special guest over, John Kohler from Growing Your Greens and OKRaw.com. So we made his favorite color wraps, the Purple Passion from the Raw Vegan Wraps ebook, hand salads that you can get inside the Ultimate Raw Vegan Bundle. So we made these the night before, of course. The night before is the best time to make them because then they're ready the next day. And because we needed some prep done for dinner the next day, we froze some vegetables to make Chris Kendall's super stroganoff stew. Just had to put those in the freezer so they were ready for the next day. That morning, we made the Kale Basil Blast from Matt Bennett in his ebook, The 5-Star Salad Revolution. There are so many really good recipes in that ebook. I highly recommend, if you get the bundle, download that ebook and open it up and read every page. You're going to learn so much about the importance of greens and vegetables. And then lunchtime came around and so did John. It was really funny. We had to go grab some ingredients for the day and we went for a walk to the store. And when we got back and got into the elevator to go up, John was in the elevator. It was so funny because he got here right in time. So we wanted to film this video together and see what he thought of our hand salads. Hey everyone, welcome to my channel, Lissa's Raw Food Romance, and today we have a very special guest. John Kohler is here in our kitchen and we're going to be making some wraps. We're going to be rolling our wraps actually, and I'm really excited to see what he thinks of them, and we'll talk a little bit more about the bundle and all the goodies in there. So if you're interested, stay tuned.
In this episode, I want to show you guys the amazing deal you guys can get right now, one time a year only, the ultimate raw vegan bundle that I'm now participating in. And I'm glad to be here today at the home of Nate and Lissa, Raw Food Romance. And she'll be in the video today. She puts together the ultimate raw vegan bundle. And today, we're making just one of the recipes out of the many recipes you guys can get if you buy the ultimate raw vegan bundle for a limited time only. You guys can get over $1,700 of different kinds of ebooks and courses in over 35 different publications, right? With over 300 recipes that you guys can make just like this. So if you're like one of my followers that didn't follow me for a long time, John, recipes do you recommend? This is what I recommend, guys. These are all the healthiest recipes from a lot of my friends that have contributed books and courses in this ultimate raw vegan bundle. Once again, over $1,700, and this is not a joke. You think, oh, that's really inflated prices. Like, no, there's over 30 different books that they put in, and like Lissa's book is the exclusive book, first time only, the wrap book. So Lissa makes some of the best raw vegan books in my personal opinion that I'd recommend, and a wrap book is all new. So tell everybody about your wrap book that they'll get with this bundle, which normally is what, almost $50 itself.
Yeah. So all of the books that are in this bundle are brand new. So no one has anything that's in this bundle.
So these are all new recipes.
Yeah,
all new
recipes, all new content. So if you're looking to be re-inspired or you're looking to add some more recipes, this is a great opportunity to get some more inspiration and information. There's lots of stuff in there. So my wrap book is 33 brand new wrap recipes. You're getting not only the wrapper recipe, but you get options for fillings and sauces, and they're all like flavor combinations. Like I have an Italian herb pizza one, and I have one I really like. It's called Honey I Love Mustard, and Nate really likes the everything but the bagel one. So we've got like a lot of different flavors for wraps and different suggestions for what to put in it, but you can always put whatever you want in it. You can make any wrapper you want, fill it with whatever you want, whatever sauce you want, and you've got wraps, and they're really awesome. Nate and I have taken these hiking. We are going to be taking them camping this summer. They're really great to wrap up and then have for work the next day. They are so versatile. And I always had issues with wraps. They would always get like super curly, and sometimes they get a little crunchy on the really edges, but these ones are like so much softer. They're easier to wrap and they're bigger. You can fit so much in them, and that's why I called the book Hand Salads.
Yeah,
because
these
they're
are
basically a salad.
These are crazy size wraps, guys. You can't even buy any wraps this large.
Exactly. And most of the wraps you get are like small.
Yeah, like a nori size, which you can't wrap nothing in and they fall apart.
Yeah, so these ones I'm really excited to share with everybody because they are actual hand salads.
Cool, and that's what we're going to be making in just a second. But actually, there's so many other ebooks and courses in this bundle that I want to recommend to you guys. And actually, my favorite is Matt wrote a book, was it 5-Star Salad Revolution, where he really talks about the importance of leafy greens and how to make tasty salads that taste amazing. A lot of the things I've learned over years that took me to learn, he has basically summarized in the book on vacuum blending, on pesticides and organic versus not. And he goes in depth on why greens are super important and why most people don't like to eat the greens too. So you want to share a bit more about Matt's book on the 5-Star Salad Revolution?
Yeah, he's got tons of awesome recipes in there. And it's I think it's almost 200 pages.
Yeah, all 50 bucks. And you get the wrap book too. I mean, just those 2 books alone makes it worth the $50,
right?
Man.
And on top of that, I wrote a book with Chef AJ called Make It Raw 2, and we took Chef AJ's recipes, or some of her favorites, and we made them raw. So
like the cooked plant-based. So like if you're cooked plant-based and want to transition to raw, that's the best book because these are recipes that you may be familiar with from AJ, and now you can eat them in a raw form.
Exactly, and exclusive to this bundle is the group collaboration book that you're part of.
Yeah, I have 2 recipes in there.
Yeah, so I have a recipe in there. Nate has 2 recipes in there. So all of us contributed one, some contributed 2 recipes to this group collaboration ebook, and it's only available in this bundle. You cannot get it anywhere else. You won't be able to buy it after, and every single year it's different. We have different themes, and this year it's appetizers. So it's all of our appetizer favorites that we added together into the book, and that book alone is worth $50. So, I mean, just by buying the bundle, you're getting $1,700, over $1,700 worth of stuff for $50, but it's only here until May 11th. So after May 11th, you won't be able to buy it.
It's gone and you can't ever buy it again. But if you buy it now, you may have access to it later on too. But just make sure you download it to your computer so you have it forever, right? If you guys are cheap like me and you don't want to spend for recipe books, seriously, this is the best $50. That's why I'm promoting it. You guys are ever going to spend on recipes, healthy recipes at that I want you guys to make. That, I mean, I could definitely say everything I've had from Lissa and Nate always tastes delicious. So that's what we want to share with you guys today. Just one of the recipes out of the over 300 recipes that you could get. So Lissa, tell us what we're making today and how we're going to do it.
Yeah, so we have here the wrapper for the Purple Passion wrap. Now, we didn't have the same fillings as the recipe in the ebook, but we have a combination of stuff just to show you that you can put whatever you want in it. So we have a sweet paprika sauce. This recipe is in the wrap book. And we also have these burger patties that we made a couple days ago that are in my mom's ebook. My own mother has an ebook in this bundle. It's called My Gentle Kitchen, and she was so excited to write it, and she took so much time, and I'm so proud of her for stepping out of her comfort zone and working with everything to make this possibility. So her book is in the bundle as well, and we made she calls them Rare Ground Beet Burgers. So we're gonna be putting those in here. These are the microgreens that Nate grew in our office, and we have some lettuce that John brought over from his garden.
Just harvested, yeah.
And these, we just harvested off our Lettuce Grow farm stand that we have. Oh, and what are these, John?
This is bolting cilantro. So there's cilantro flowers. They're so the flavor is so much more intense than cilantro. So if you hate cilantro, you won't like it. But if you love cilantro, you'll love it more. And it's so tender and just flavorful. I love it so much.
That's awesome. And then we have everything else is organic. We've got the tomatoes, we've got red onion, and we have this is homemade red cabbage sauerkraut. And we've got purple cabbage and regular white cabbage. So that's what we're going to be putting in our wraps. And again, you guys can put whatever you want in your wraps. You could use a cashew cream cheese on it if you want, or you can make another sauce. You can make different dips. You can add whatever lettuce, whatever greens, whatever you like into it. The cool thing is that you can fit a fair amount in these, and they're really filling. So I guess we should get started, hey?
So what are the ingredients in one of the wraps? I mean, you got to buy the book to get the exact process, and it shows you how to make it, the special techniques, more importantly, so that it doesn't come out crispy and just break when you fold it.
Right.
But what are the ingredients in this particular wrap for everybody?
This one, the main ingredients are, the reason why we made this was because purple's your favorite color.
Yeah, the anthocyanin content feeds your microbiome,
Right.
good for your body.
This one has the purple sweet potato.
Oh, wow.
And
cool.
it's got some dates and onion. So there's a lot of allicin in here. And psyllium and chia to make it flexible. And there's orange and I think a couple other things in there as well. But yeah, that's basically the base of it. Is the sweet potato, onion, date, and orange.
Now, what are some other wraps? What are they based around? You know, because I know you have over 30, or you have 33 different wraps in the wrap book alone that somebody could make, which you could have like one different wrap every single day of the month.
Yeah, you could totally,
yeah. But what are some of the other bases, like for people to let them know what they could be getting if they get this bundle?
So I really like to obviously add more variety. So the more variety I can get in the wraps, the better. But for the most part, we want something sweet to make it pliable. And we need something more like fibery. So I like using sweet potato. I like using onion. Onion's in a lot of them.
As a base
as
or
a
as
base,
a major
yeah,
component?
because it takes up a lot of space. And when it dehydrates down, the flavor is so much better. So I like to have onion as a base, but I also do dates, and some of them have fruit, and some of them use greens. So I try to keep a good range, and we also use herbs and spices in some of them as well to give like a little different flavor. But yeah, garlic is in them, and I would have to say like there are some wraps that have apple. So anything that really has like, it's got the sugar and the fiber, that's gonna really help to hold it together. But yeah, sweet potato, onion, dates, apples, you know, the good stuff.
Wow, cool. And so here's another thing, guys. Like, I want to let you guys know, while you could follow these recipes to the T, right, you could also modify these. Like, hey, I don't have onions, so I'm just going to leave them out and maybe add something in else. I mean, all these recipes that you're going to get in this bundle are a good starting point. And feel free to, I'm allergic to this thing, so just take it out and substitute something that may be fairly similar, right? So, like, the bundle's an amazing deal. Buy it now. Link down below. Limited time only. Seriously.
Yeah.
All right, Lissa. So let's go ahead and wrap these up today.
All right. So once they're dry, then you're not going to want to do the wrap on the dry part, because the dry part's going to be on the outside of our wrap. So what we're going to do is we're going to peel it off, and then we're going to have it so the tacky side is face up. And I'll take that from you. And by the way, these trays are amazing.
Yeah, there's silicone trays for the dehydrator with little lips, edges on them, so you could make wraps super simple and super easily.
Exactly. They're a lot better for me personally to use these. Although my mom, who made my wraps as well, she just uses the regular Teflex sheets or the regular silicone, and hers turned out so great as well. So I just like them because you can go right to the edge.
Yeah, and it doesn't fall over and get your dehydrator dirty if it like overflows.
Exactly,
which I've done
right?
so many times.
So we're gonna start off, we want to have it in a diamond shape because we're gonna put all of our filling in the center. And we're gonna start off with the sauce. Now you don't wanna add too much sauce, but I like to add the sauce, especially to the corner at the top, because that's what's going to stick at the end when we roll it all the way up. So I do like to put sauce on the entire wrap. So I'll do that first here.
What are some other sauces that somebody could use instead of this sauce? Or actually, what are some sauces in your book, actually, is the question.
Yeah, so I have a bunch of different fermented cashew cream cheese that you could make that are oil-free. And those ones are really nice. I mean, wraps are always really nice with a cream cheese on there. So I have some of those recipes, but I've got a lot of other dipping sauces. So there's like a sweet paprika, there's a hot sauce. I have like a creamy dill tzatziki sauce for the falafel wrap. There's a buffalo sauce. There's like a cauliflower, like a crunchy cauliflower with a sticky sauce that's made from orange. There's like a lot of stuff. So yeah, you want to do, a decently thin layer onto yours.
And the cool thing is, if you're too lazy to make sauces, once you make the wraps, right? How long will the wrap store, Lissa?
Well, once you make the wrap, then I personally recommend keeping it on the silicone sheet until you're ready to use it. That's the best.
And then how long will it store?
Well, we had some wraps, when they're fully dry, they lasted up to 2 weeks. We had them after.
Weeks.
They were a little crunchy on the edges because they do, I mean, if you do let them dry too long or they're exposed to too much air, they do get a little crunchy on the edges, but they're always best like fresh out of the dehydrator when they're ready to go. Those are best. But I mean, you could probably freeze it. I don't know if they would crack when you took them out of the freezer, if they needed that. So I mean, you could probably try that. But yeah, once you wrap it, we've had wraps up to 3 days.
Wow.
So you fill it up, you wrap it, you could have lunch for Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at work, for example.
So you could like do meal prep with like the wraps. And the other thing I'd recommend is once you pull them out of the dehydrator, if you do want to store them, I'd put like parchment paper in between them and then put them like in a sealed bag in your fridge. That way they're probably going to store a bit longer than being open air, right?
Exactly. They would stay a little bit more moist.
A little bit moist, exactly.
Yeah.
You're going to keep the moisture in there with the bag, and then you're going to put the parchment paper non-stick so that you can peel them apart, otherwise they're going to stick together.
Right, exactly. So the next layer is going to be our lettuce barrier. So we're going to start by putting some lettuce on here and some of the herbs. I'll leave you some. Here's a cilantro, or parsley, sorry, for you. And I like to just have, the reason why we do the lettuce first is because if you put wet ingredients like tomatoes first, for example,
It'll soak through and then make it break.
So I like the lettuce barrier. It works really well. And yes, we do put sauce on first, but it's not like a super watery sauce. It's just enough for. You want to have this purple bok choy?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so we'll just load it up with all of the greens. And normally do like the first bottom half up to the center area. Exactly how you're doing it. And I also like, for one more tip, is to have, remember we're going to be rolling it this way.
So you
have
want to have
the
stems going the lengthwise. Oh, tips that I don't know because I don't make wraps.
Pro tips.
Pro tips.
Yeah, so you can have the rest of those. And then don't forget your parsley. And I do sometimes like to de-stem them if they're harder stems, because sometimes they can be a little chunky for the wrap. But all right. So next up, let's put a little cabbage on. So however much you want. You don't want to overfill these. I mean, you can get a lot in these, but if you have a lot of different toppings, you might want to be a little like conservative, because you can always add more if you need to.
Yeah, but if you overfill it, it could be impossible to wrap or roll
might
up
be able
at the end.
to break it or something like that. And then we've got my mom's Rare Ground Beet Burgers. So we had some left over, so we're each gonna take the thirds there, just like that. And that recipe is in the bundle, you guys. So it's in the ebook called My Gentle Kitchen that my mama wrote. Then we have, let me just grab here. We've got some sauerkraut. So the thing with the sauerkraut, you have to pat the liquid off.
So
otherwise,
get the liquid off so it's not too moist.
Especially if you're making wraps for multiple days. You don't want to have excess liquid in your wrap. So yeah, it's just a good idea to squeeze it as dry as you can. So.
Or like something I'd like to put on these wraps is like pickles, you know?
Oh yeah, pickles.
So you could make your own pickles or buy pickles, you know, the raw pickles. And once again, you'd want to dry them a little bit. That'd be the bomb in this. Mm-hmm. Lots of sauerkraut, guys. Add more probiotics to your meals. You could put a seed cheese in here.
Oh yeah, the seed cheese as a spread is like the best. All right, then I like to put the red onion, and I'm a little obsessed with red onions, so I like to.
So the question is, how strong are these red onions?
Yeah,
Because
that's
I've gotten
true.
onions that are like super strong. You put one on and you just taste onion.
Huh.
These are pretty mild.
Not bad.
And then the slicer you thin them, the thinner you slice them, the more mild they'll be.
And you don't want to go too far on the edge because we do have to wrap the sides up. So try to keep everything more in the center-ish. And then we have tomatoes. So again, with the tomatoes, because they're more watery, you could like take the center out if you're wrapping for multiple days and you don't want it to get soggy, but we're eating these right away, so.
Or the other thing you could do is you could use tomatoes that aren't quite as wet. So like a big beef steak is more wet than say like maybe like a Roma that's kind of tend to be more dry.
Exactly. Sweet. And then the final touch, we could put more sauce on too if you want. I'm gonna put more sauce on. I just like to have, I like it saucy.
And what's in this sauce? So it doesn't look like there's a lot of fat in this sauce.
No, this is a no fat sauce.
No fat sauce.
It's dates, garlic, paprika, what else did you put? Lemon juice. Yeah.
And shallot.
Shallot.
So this has like no nuts, no seeds.
Correct.
Except for maybe something in the wrap, a little bit of fat,
chia,
a little bit of chia in the wrap. Cool.
Yeah. So it's a low fat lunch.
Low fat lunch, lots of veggies, lots of variety.
And then we have our microgreens to top it off. Got some chard here and some kohlrabi.
Yeah, you guys could grow your own sprouts. Sprouts are easier to grow than the microgreens. And yeah, you could put like a lot of sprouts, man. I would like just pack this with sprouts. Of course, we got the flowering cilantro too, nice and tender, flavorful. Wish you were here to smell it. Smells so amazing.
Very amazing. All right, I'll put a couple more of these ones in. Look how big that is.
I'm gonna crank in the rest of the microgreens.
Yeah, do it.
More micros, better. You could put some cut of avocado, or if you're super lazy, you don't want to make a dressing, you could just use guacamole as kind of like the base, you know. You could just buy a pre-made, you know, fresh guacamole or HPP guacamole for lazy people.
Exactly. So then to wrap it, now with the wrapping, you need to be gentle with it, obviously. I like to move up the edges. So what I'll do is I'll move the edges up into the center. And then I take the bottom part and make like an envelope. And you can like kind of stuff in the sides too if you need to.
Look at that, these are working so good. Your wraps are the bomb. So look at that, it's not even cracking on me or nothing.
And then you kind of like squeeze it, but you have to be gentle with them.
Gentle.
Right? Gentle. I mean, even regular wraps you have to be gentle
kind of pull it in and roll it. You just want to roll it like you're going to roll your R's. Look at that thing. Oh my gosh, this is insanity. This is like a super large burrito wrap.
Right? Look at that, look at that.
Look at that. That's like a jumbo burrito, but it's all raw, all plant-based. Crazy.
Isn't that awesome? Okay, so then you can cut your wrap in half.
Oh yeah, look at that wrap, oh yeah. This is the first time roller. I'm not quite as tight as you are, but hey, it still works.
All right, so then what I like to do is I like to
more
put
sauce
on the edge and then take a bite.
I'm just eating it. It's basically like a salad in a wrap, but really what makes it is a wrap because it's so soft. So it's just not like eating a salad alone, which is kind of boring. This makes eating a salad and all the vegetables fun.
Exactly.
And delicious.
And delicious. And you can get a lot of variety in there because like we were talking about, not only is there variety in the wrap itself, but all the other variety that you can put in your wrap.
Ingredients. So we want you to eat many different ingredients. So how many different unique ingredients, Lissa, are in this wrap we're eating today?
Oh my gosh. I don't know. Let's say like maybe 6 in the wrap and then 7, 8, 9, 10, like 15. And we had like so many different varieties of leafy greens. We had like kale and parsley and different kinds of lettuces and some herbs in there too, and then the dates and sauce, like and the sauerkraut. Like there's just so many different ingredients in here that provide more. Oh, and then there's the beet burgers. So there's beets in there too, and then other things that my mom had.
Something like maybe even 30 maybe, getting close to 30 different ingredients in one wrap, man. That's what you're supposed to eat in a week, supposedly, according to some plant-based doctors. You can have it in one wrap, and then eat a different wrap every day with different ingredients.
Yep, exactly. And we have one of the wraps, which is one of Nate and I's favorite. It's the coconut breakfast burrito wrap, where we have the young coconut quiche that you had at Thanksgiving, the coconut quiche, but it also has marinated sunchokes in it too. So it's kind of like the potato that you would put in a breakfast wrap. So it's, yeah, the sunchokes. So you're getting like, there's also, I have another wrap in the ebook called Microbiome Party.
Microbiome
And the
Party.
wrap itself uses sunchokes as the base.
Wow.
So it's like, that's why I call it a party, because it's a really big party for your gut microbiome. But you could use sweet potato in place if it's
or jicama.
Or jicama, yeah, you could totally do that if you need to. But yeah, and then there's like fennel in there and all the good probiotic stuff. So yeah, it's good, right?
This stuff's amazing, guys, and I want you guys to be able to try this yourself, be able to make Lissa's wraps with her new wrap book, first time ever, available to buy only in the Ultimate Raw Vegan Bundle, available right now till May 11th. Only 50 bucks, guys, best 50 bucks you guys will ever spend on raw vegan recipes, with a lot of different, over 30 different people contributed to make this book happen, with over 300 recipes. And if you have to buy these ebooks separately, which you will have to do after May 11th, right? You're gonna have to spend over $1,700. So spend your 50 bucks now. Link down below. Get it before they sell out.
So good. I am so honored to be working with so many awesome creators, such as yourself. Chris Kendall is helping with the whole organization of it all. So like Chris and I, we do so much work to make this bundle available to everybody. And the whole point of the bundle is, number one, to help people. Number one, to help them to eat more plants and to help them to eat more raw. You don't have to be a raw foodie to enjoy the raw bundle either, because we all know we can be growing our microbiome, we can be adding more healthy stuff to our diets. So it's a great way to expand and explore a different way of eating food. And on top of that, we love the bundle because it kind of helps the creators to create new content. Because we all love the bundle event, because we do get to make something new for everybody. And like I said, this bundle is completely new. Some people say, well, I've bought a bundle in the past. How is this different? Well, this bundle is completely new. Like, we can guarantee that you do not have any ebook that's in this bundle, or course for that matter. Like Nate's Kitchen Essentials course. There's a yin yoga course in there. There's an introduction to sacred sound course in there. There's so much stuff in here, and it's all brand new content for you, and it's only 50 bucks, but we can only run it for a select amount of time once a year, because it is so much work to create. But we want to have it available to you guys for 50 bucks until May 11th. So yeah, link in the description box below.
Wonderful. Yeah, and besides just all the recipes, you know, there's other things to help you build your health. So what are some of the other courses in there that could help somebody build their health? You mentioned like yoga courses in there, and what else is in there, Lissa?
Yeah, Ted Carr has, I don't even know how many hours it is. It's at least a couple hours long. He has an interview with Doug Graham. So they have that in there. There's Matt's 5-Star Salad Revolution, which is, again, a 200-page ebook all about the importance of greens and why salads are important and stuff like that. We have like a 7-day reset. There's some raw sweet treats in there. Raw Chef Yin has like her Asian sweets and treats.
Wow, that's gonna be good.
Oh,
Chef Yin makes the best stuff.
Oh my gosh, I know. We made her like jackfruit sticky rice. So it was like jackfruit with this like sweet jicama colored like rice on the inside, and then she had this coconut cream on the top. It was so good. Oh, and then my mom, obviously. I say my mom a lot because I'm just so proud of her for making this book. But I made the carrot cake for Nate's birthday.
Oh, your mom made a carrot cake and it's in your book. Where is it? I want to eat it right now.
We ate it all already.
Oh!
But yeah, she has a carrot cake in there. She's got like jicama jerky. And
wow, jicama jerky.
Yeah, jicama is pretty good. Actually, We have some if you want to try. It's a couple days old. We just had it on the counter. We kind of
Jicama jerky. Check it out, guys.
Yeah.
Jerky out of jicama. Feed your probiotics, your gut microbiome.
Yeah, that's my mom's recipe.
Wow. That's good.
Right?
Nice and jerky. You got it nice and chewy.
Yeah, nice and chewy.
It's another great way to eat jicama, which most people don't eat that much of.
Right, and so the coloring on there, well, it's like
Beets.
blended beets, yep. And she's got some other ingredients in there too, but I mean, just like the amount of stuff that's in this bundle, and for the fact that it's all brand new, and we're going to be like releasing new books anyways, so we're like, let's all put them all into a bundle so everyone can get them for cheap.
That's the most amazing thing, you know, guys. You can make the biggest difference in your health right now by just investing in the bundle and just promising and making a commitment to yourself to just, I'm gonna make one recipe a day, whether it's a dressing recipe, whether it's a wrap recipe, whether it's, you know, a salad recipe out of Matt's book, or one of the other recipes out of her mom's book, or one of the crazy tasting Chef Yin recipes, one of Chris's stews, one of his recipes in his stew book. Just make one recipe a day, guys. That'll be a great way to get more raw, fresh fruits and vegetables and other plant foods in you. Once again, you got to get on this deal right now before it expires, because I know you guys are gonna think about it, and no, just do it now.
Yeah.
Seriously, because you guys aren't gonna remember. And then on the 12th, Lissa gets a lot of emails. Can I still buy the bundle? No. 11th it ends, guys. It's done. It's over. So buy it now. Link right down below.
Yeah, and then on a side note, just a little housekeeping. You have 1 year after date of purchase to download everything in the bundle, because we can't host it for the rest of eternity, right? So we only have 1 year, and once you download everything onto your device, you've got it forever, unless you delete the files. But you want to make sure that you have them in backup. So we recommend putting them in Google Drive or Dropbox or on a USB stick, just so you have it safe, and then just use unlimited, all of the stuff that's in there, like the courses. There's so much good stuff in there that, yeah, I'm so excited.
You can't go wrong, seriously. So buy it now, step 1. Step 2, download it now, because I hear about these people. John, this person wants to download it 2 years later. Like, it's already got deleted. She can't pay for hosting forever. So buy it now, download it now, and more importantly, start using it tomorrow, right? Go out and do some shopping based on what you need. Make some of these recipes. Make the amazing wraps. You guys could have these same wraps at home and eating some really delicious, tasting, healthy stuff for you guys to eat.
Yes.
All right.
Thank you, John, for joining today.
Oh, it's been quite fun, and it's always delicious coming over to your place.
I know, right? Yeah.
So good.
After lunch, Nate and John filmed a video on how to make raw chocolate. So that video will be up on both Nate and John's YouTube channels, so head over to their channels to see it eventually. Then after John left, we made our stew. We were so happy. It was a really long day of filming. We had a blast, but we were so happy that we had prepped the majority of our dinner, which is the Super Stroganoff stew from Chris Kendall's brand new Sweet and Savory Stews ebook. If you're looking for some cozy, hearty, filling, and delicious recipes that aren't a salad and that aren't a hand salad, I mean, you could put the stews in a hand salad, but check out Chris's stew ebook. The recipes are brilliant. We ended the night celebrating with some Deep Space Nine, because we're all Star Trek fans. Chris, Nate, and I, we had a wonderful evening.
So thank you so much, John, for joining today and making these delicious wraps with me. Thank you for all watching, and if you did like this video, please click like. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel and click the bell if you want to get notifications sent directly to you whenever I post a new video. And buy the bundle, link in the description box below. We'll be back tomorrow for more content, and if you do want to watch all the lives that we're doing during the bundle, you can do so on the bundle website. So click that link in the description box below, and on the top right hand corner it says live events schedule. You can click on that and you can see all the live events that we have scheduled for you to enjoy. But until tomorrow, make more wraps, get the bundle, and see you soon.